I'm Jamie Bautista, board member of Manos Unidas, today here with the Adams County Community Media, and Amelia Contreras, the president of Manos Unidas and a community leader here in Adams County, Pennsylvania. Today we're going to be talking about Manos Unidas, the Latino community in Adams County, and Hispanic Heritage Month. First of all, I want to thank you for joining us in learning more about our culture, our community, and hopefully this information will bring you new information, things that you may not know, and at the end we'll have opportunities and information on how to contact Manos Unidas, how to support our organization, and how to become more involved with the community. Thank you for being here, Amelia.
Gracias, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie.
Tell us about yourself. What would you like people to learn about you?
Okay, so first, thank you everybody for giving us some time and listening to what we're gonna share with you. It's always a pleasure to have the opportunity to talk to you and to talk to Jamie. It's always a gift. My name is Amelia Contreras. I think I'm known in the community as the founder and executive director of Manos Unidas Hispanic American Center in Gettysburg. And I'm originally from Mexico. So I was born in a very small town that is called Miguel Ausa, Zacatecas, in Mexico. And then I moved to a bigger city because, there was only schooling up to high school in Miguel Ausa, Zacatecas. So everybody that wanted to pursue a career will need to go to bigger cities. So I went to Torreon, Coahuila, Mexico, where I studied. I became a lawyer, and I started working with different aspects of laws in Mexico. And then I married, and I have a son. And I still wanted to live there, but I have family in California, and for some personal issues related to my son. And I'm very passionate about family, so I made a big change, and I came to California. And I lived there for a while. But I don't know how or when we ended up coming to Pennsylvania, but I just know that it was in 1994.
Nice, very good.
Since then, we have been living here in Pennsylvania.
This is our new home. Would you say that?
Since 1994.
Adams County is home to 71% of the total population in Adams County, from different backgrounds, primarily Mexico, but we have families from all South America and Central America. And one of the important blocks of our identity, the fundamentals is, as you said, family for you, faith, and community.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that, how those blocks bring Manos Unidas, to Adams County? What is it that started Manos Unidas, and how do they relate to those fundamental things of our identity?
Yeah, especially when I got here, I just started working, and I was involved with church, and I started working in human services. I remember starting working with the Adams County Head Start and doing outreach to the Hispanic communities. That during that time, most people were considered migrant agricultural workers. So I would drive all the way in Adams County just to offer the services of the preschool, the Adams County Head Start, and I started to know all the families around here. And also because most people, especially, in this area, that most of us are from Mexico, and we used to gather at the St. Francis Xavier's Church in Gettysburg. And by starting to know people, I didn't wait for them to come to look for the Adams County Head Start because they didn't know about the service. They didn't know, but somehow because The families saw me at church every Sunday with my family too. I earned their trust. And they started approaching me for some other services as I move up in different agencies working with human services. So I developed this relationship with our families as a community. It's not like I just planted an office and waited for people to go there, but I was part of that community, the newly immigrants here in Pennsylvania, and we all created a nice and beautiful community around the services that they needed in St. Francis Church.
One of the things that I remember the most when I met you was how you treated everyone the same, with respect, with dignity. And many times, if you are in a line of work that it's not necessarily high earning or high in the hierarchy, people tend to make that distinction on how they treat one another. Can you talk more about that? Why is that the way?
First of all, I treat people because I know we're equal. I know it doesn't matter how much money you have or what kind of position you have or level of education. You know, those things just reflect the opportunities that you have had through your life. But it doesn't make you better or worse than anybody else. And I always, and especially because I'm from Mexico and I'm very aware of how things are in Mexico and our culture, our traditions, what our values. To me, it is so easy and natural to treat all the community, you know, like we are equals. And then I learned step by step here in the community to get along with everybody else, recognizing all the time the same thing, that we are different, but we are equal. And when I see the reason why I ended up here in Adams County, a place that I didn't even know that existed, I always took it as a mission in life. Like, it wasn't even my decision. You were asking me, what do you work in here and in the field that you work? I don't know. I didn't choose it. I just felt my mission in life, and I ended up here. And I just love working with people. I know we are equal, and as much as we recognize that and we share our differences and learn from one another, we're gonna enjoy more our life and our community.
Yes, and when we come to the United States, we bring that identity from our country, but when we're here, we start to see that there are similar needs, similar wants, similar dreams for our children. Can you talk about what has been the experience of volunteers in Manos Unidas? Because just as some of us are very enthusiastic about helping one another, people that are not Hispanic or Latino or have any other relationship with our culture are really looking forward to learn more and to be part of helping people navigate in the county.
Yeah, but there's the other side too. There are some people that want to learn more, especially because in this area, you know, the Mexican community is, you know, is the majority of the Hispanic community, and some people would like to learn more and know more and share, especially language. And it's beautiful to see that kind of friendships that come out from volunteering in Manos Unidas and just interacting with one another and trying to learn, especially the languages.
Yes.
After that, you know, enjoying food and time together and laugh with one another when we're trying to learn new words in either English or Spanish, and we don't have the perfect pronunciation, but there's a very neat experience. That's why I like Manos Unidas, because it creates that space where people can come in and just enjoy and try to learn from one another.
Yes. that element of joy. And you mentioned important parts of our identity, which leads me to that next question. You talk about getting together around food, getting together about language, learning both English and Spanish, and sharing some of the historic background. Particularly every year in the United States, we have Hispanic Heritage Month, which is a national moment where we come together to celebrate the Hispanic Latino culture. Can you tell us more about that? Maybe the historic context of why is it that we do that?
Okay, and I have to write these years down because I don't remember. But I learned that the Hispanic heritage celebrations in the United States started in 1968 with a proclamation of President Johnson, and it was only 1 week. 1 week to celebrate Hispanic heritage, just to recognize all the contributions of Hispanics to the United States. And that week was extended to 1 month in 1988 with President Reagan. And that month now is September 15 through October 15. And the reason why it starts at the middle of the month is because I think the idea was to start with celebrating the anniversaries of independence of at least 5 Central American countries. They are September 15 is the independence of Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. And then it follows with the Mexican independence on September 16 and the independence of Chile on September 18. So starting from those celebrations, then we go all the month until October 15.
Awesome. I encourage everyone to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, but I also want everyone to reach out to their Hispanic American friends and ask which of the year-long celebration rituals do you feel joy and you come together as a family, and really brings up that dimension of your identity that is very close to your family traditions. Sometimes it may be out of Hispanic Heritage Month, and that's the question that I was going to ask Amelia, and really look into those traditions that make our culture, our history, our family backgrounds an important part of our lives. Which one would that be for you?
Okay, there's one celebration that is in the heart, in the life, in the identity of most Mexicans, not only in the United States, but in the whole world, I'm sure. I haven't been in the whole world, but I'm assuming because I watch TV and social media. And that's December the 12th, the celebration of Our Lady of Guadalupe. And that's a day that even in Mexico, you know, authorities were forced to declare a national holiday because even if they were not, nobody will go to work. Nobody will go to work because it was a day to be at church. And it doesn't matter what you do through the whole year, if you go to church every Sunday or not, but you are in church on December the 12th. Because it's a matter not only of religion, of faith, it's a matter of identity and strength and courage and community and family. And I love that. Just to talk about it, it gives me the chill just to talk about it. I can't wait for December the 12th. But first, we're going to celebrate the Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yes. There are opportunities in our community to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. You can find Manos Unidas' Facebook page to learn more. But again, reach out to your Hispanic Latino friends and ask them, which one is your favorite celebration? It could be an American holiday, but I guarantee you that they may share that it's one celebration that comes from their country. It's true. For our culture, faith, community, and family are at the cornerstone of our identity. We have a lot of traditions that that surround those three topics, those three themes. And it's part of our traditions, it's part of what we want to teach our children. And you will see it even in second, third, fourth generation Hispanics. They continue to bring those traditions to the forefront with their families. Family, faith, and community. Anything else you would like to share about Manos Unidas? Any upcoming opportunities, events that you would want people to know about?
We are continuing with our regular schedule of activities and classes that we follow through the years, but there's something that we are starting for youth that we name it the Club Bilingüe. And the bilingual club, it doesn't mean that you have to be bilingual to participate, but it means that you wanna be bilingual. And we're gonna include readings in Spanish, crafts, traditional crafts from Mexico, but everything is gonna be spoken in Spanish to practice Spanish. So that would be for youth, I will say between the ages of 12 and 16. And maybe we're gonna teach to play some traditional instruments like guitar and mandolin. And we're gonna be meeting on Wednesdays from 4:30 to 6, and Saturdays from 10 to 12. There's gonna be also an opportunity to help those youth to prepare for the seal of biliteracy. Those children need to practice their Spanish, so when they go to high school and they take Spanish towards the goal of obtaining the seal of biliteracy. That's a seal that is gonna prove that they're not only bilingual because they learned Spanish from their parents, but also that they are biliterate. You know, they know the language, they know the grammar, the spelling, and they speak, write, and read properly Spanish. So we're gonna provide that opportunity during the bilingual club that we are starting this month.
Yes, and we also want to promote that culturally and linguistically appropriate services have to be of good quality. And it goes to that biliteracy. Speaking a second language is a difficult task, but you can improve, and there are certifications that people can get to show that they are proficient and that the quality of the language they're speaking are meeting the needs of the people that they're intending to. So that's something that is important. We value that in our community. Manos Unidas has always been at the forefront of quality in language services. And that's something very important. Thank you for sharing. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos el día de hoy. I hope the information was useful, helpful. We're going to share some information about the contributions of Hispanics to our economy. Please remember that it's part of our agricultural industry, the workforce, the hospitality, our food industry relies on immigrant labor that come from South America or for generations have been involved in these industries. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you another time. Gracias. Anything else?
Celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. Anyway.
Yes. Gracias.
Manos Unidas, helping to make our community safe, vibrant, and thriving through compassion.